want nobody judging the way I build my fire. Yeah. I guess we'll have to see whether or not my fire making skills is anything to brag about. Hello and welcome to my cozy Please Don't Die. Stay alive, fire. Hello and welcome to my cozy little winter knitting plans. I'm at my mom's place. That's why we have a fireplace in the background. Also, look at the tile work behind the fireplace. I did that. I have the notes down here to my right, your left, my right. To right of the screen? Yeah. I have my notes down here to the right of what we're gonna make this winter. And I'm gonna put it down here in the front of me. I am so excited to make this video. I've been wanting to make this video for like weeks. But I'm very much a believer that winter, I'm very much of the believer that like seasons doesn't change as soon as a new month begins. Just because it's September doesn't mean it's fall. We have to get like 20 days into September until it's that season. I'm the same way with winter. Like we have to get to like the 20th of December, 21st of December or something like that before in my head it's like, now it's winter. Is my fire dying? Let's hope it doesn't completely die out. There's a little bit of life in there. I mean, I have this turned on for a reason, for the coziness. Let me cheat. Let's hope it stays this way. Oh my god. Fire. I'm scared. Look, there's a reason why I do knitting and I don't make fires. I should have brought my iPad for this. So instead of looking down, I have my iPad over here. Be like... Because apparently I'm an Animal Crossing character. My plan of making this an extra cozy video has been ruined by the fact that I suck at fires. My winter knitting plans. I don't have this in like, this is the accessories I want to make, this is the garments I want to make, this is my gift knitting stuff. I don't have that in any chronological order whatsoever. I just wrote it down by feels. The first thing I wrote on my list is that I want to make another pair of like the favorite sock pattern that I have been making lately. I don't know if you've seen like my last video where I made like 2 pairs of it. I want to make another pair. This time it's going to be for my mother, so hopefully it'll be a little bit faster because my mom is like a size smaller. She's a couple size smaller than me. She has tiny feet. She doesn't. Why? She has smaller feet than I do, so that means hopefully they'll go by a little bit faster. I am going to continue using the Abercairn yarn from the hand dyer. I have roughly 2 skeins of 20 grams left of this yarn right here. So it's not enough. Each little skein right here is not enough for an entire sock. But that's why I went out and I bought some more yarn. I went out and I bought some sock yarn. It's a sock yarn I've never heard about before. I think it's German. Look at it. I need to cover my face for it to focus on it. So yeah, it's this Okay, I'm dyslexic. I can barely read in my own native language. So, excuse me. This was the only sock yarn they had in the store I went to. So instead of going to a different store, I was like, okay, I'll buy this. It was kind of expensive for like this little thing right here. Not as expensive as this sock yarn. But all in all, it's gonna end up being like some expensive socks. Anyway, I was thinking another pair of the very simple favorite sock pattern. We go with the cuff, the heel, and the toe in this black one right here. And the rest of it, we try and see if we can do in this beautiful, beautiful skein right here. It's so pretty. With its blues, a little bit of green, but mainly blues, reds, and browns. But, speaking about this yarn that I cannot pronounce, there is like reinforcement thread, a part of this yarn. So that's insane. Like, there is reinforcement thread included in the yarn package. They literally want you to, at the toes and at the heel, use this reinforcement thread. That's insane. I'm definitely gonna do that for my mom's pair. So I'm hoping that roughly 40 grams of this beautiful hand-dyed yarn and I have 50 grams of this black yarn. Hopefully these together, I have another skein. Give me a second. So I'm hoping that this right here, this beauty right here, I'm hoping that this beauty right here could make like some beautiful socks for my mom. Also, this is a gift knit for Christmas. Now you might be thinking, Storm, aren't you in your mom's living room right now filming this? Can't she hear you? She's not here. That's why I'm filming. She ain't gonna listen to me talk. Yeah, that's number one thing. Actually, not number one. I have like a thing I want to get done. I have two things I want to get done before I even start on this. So let's talk about that first. I have that's a gift knit. Gift knit. Let's see how many of the stuff I want to make this winter is for other people and not myself. A pair of socks, gift knits. Next thing that I want to make, I need to finish, is also gift knits. It's a pair of pot holders that I am crocheting. I have the first one done already. This one right here. So like you can see, this is a guy who is like in a fight. He's like a knight in a fight. And it's just the perfect size for like a pot holder to take things out of the oven with. I just started, like literally just started on the second one. This is how far I've gotten. Anyway, so that's something I need to get done like within the next couple of days. But this is for my boyfriend's parents for Christmas. I'm celebrating Christmas at their place, so I'm bringing them some cute pot holders. I already made this guy. He has like another guy, that this one right here. It is like, it's a chart from a filet crochet from, I don't even know how long ago. I'll put like the details on like the filet crochet book. It's like, you can find the book on the Antique Pattern Library, I think it's called. Link will be in the description. But yeah, last year I made them a pot holder, and they have been asking like almost all year for another pot holder, because they kept saying that it was annoying that they didn't have pretty pot holders when the one I made for them last Christmas were in the wash. So I'm bringing them another pair of pretty pot holders. Last year I made them these, which is like, I think it's like, it's not swans. I don't know what that bird is called in English. I don't know, but I made them these last year, which also is a pattern from one of those like old filet crochet books, and I'm just using it to do color work. I'm not good at explaining myself, huh? That being said, I was already working on this for my parents-in-law, my boyfriend's parents. Earlier today, she called my boyfriend and was like, I need to talk to Storm. I take the phone, I'm like, hello! I love my parents-in-law. No bad mother-in-law jokes coming from me. I love that woman. So I was like, hello! And she was like, hello! I don't know why I gave her a German accent. She was like, hello! And she asked me to make a pair of pot holders for her mother, not knowing that I'm making a pair of pot holders for her. Anyway, so I'm gonna make another pair of pot holders. Also, if you don't know, I am basically just using cotton for pot holders, pure cotton, and double layer it, make one, make two, put them together so it's nice and thick. Like this is technically two things, so it's nice and thick. But yeah, I'm gonna make one for my grandmother-in-law then. My mother-in-law's mother is gonna get a pair of pot holders. Very last minute request for her to ask that of me, but I love her, so I'll make her mom a pair of pot holders as well. Can't really decide myself whether or not I want to make that color work or whether or not I don't want to. But I'm definitely going to use the green yarn because she likes green. And if I do color work or something, I'll also use some white. But yeah, another pair of pot holders in cotton. So what was that? Like 2 more gift knits just mentioned. It's the season to be jolly. It's the season to be jolly and be generous and give out things. Okay, next up on my list, let me have a look down here. Okay, let me have a look down here on my list. I should put on my glasses, but yeah, that helps. Okay, next up on my list, I'm gonna make for my niece, ding ding ding, another gift knit. I have a problem. I'm gonna make for my niece a Sophie scarf. Just as I made pot holders last year that was loved and enjoyed so much that I have been asked to make more this year. Last year I made a Sophie scarf for my niece as well. Insert picture. I'll do it over the fire. Insert picture. She this year as well asked me to make some for her. Last year I think I made it in some kind of alpaca. This year I'll use Drops Merino Fine in this very beautiful sagey color. I'll put in the actual name over here. This year I'm making something super washed, so it's gonna be a little bit easy on my sister. But yeah, did I clock that as a gift knit? All of that is stuff that I just want to get finished within the next 10 days of this video being uploaded. But like within the next 10 days, before we even reach January, all of the things I just said, I want to have done. Then, as soon as I'm done with all the gift knits, I want to make a moth sweater. Earlier this year, I made my mom a moth sweater. This one right here. This one right here. And originally I was supposed to make that one for her and then right away make one for me. Didn't happen. I kind of gave up a little bit, or like not gave up, I just needed a break. But now I really want to pull through and make that moth sweater for me. I deserve a beautiful sweater as well. Is my fire dying again? No, it looks okay. It looks okay. I deserve a beautiful sweater as well. We're probably gonna make an entire vlog about that moth sweater, hopefully in my hand at some point in January. I have the yarn for it. I think I'm gonna use Hobie Merino, like the new Copenhagen yarn they just launched this year. They're fine merino, is that what it's called? No, I think it's just called merino. This one right here. And if I remember correctly, I'm using the light gray and the dark gray, or then I'm using a gray and a black. Can't remember. Should probably have looked at that yarn. Wait, didn't I write it down? Oh yeah, I'm using a black and a gray. So it's Hobie Merino Care Fine in the color licorice and in the color salt and pepper. I am so bad at just constantly doing gift knits. And it's not even like I like making things for other people. I'm just too much of a people pleaser that like when somebody asks me, can you make this? I'm like, eh. And I'm constantly like, oh, I can make that thing. I can make an entire cardigan for that person. And then I end up just making things for other people and not for myself. So I'm really excited to be able to make this. I think I'm going to do a little bit of like changing it up. I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm probably going to crop it because I love a crop sweater. And I think that's the only thing I'm going to change. I'm going to crop it, maybe make the sleeves a little bit longer. Because I am, like this doesn't show it, but I am a person who likes my sleeve to go all the way down to like kind of the freckle on my hand actually. I like long sleeves. So that's a selfish knit that I want to make this year. Not this year, that I want to make this winter season. Another thing that I want to make this winter season. Okay, the 5 things that I just mentioned, the 4 gift knits and 1 selfish knit, that's like the main things that I know I need to get this done this winter. Some of them I want to get done within the next 10 days. The next stuff on my list are kind of like, ooh, I'm hoping I can get this done. This is like wish list kind of thing. But it's not this has to get done kind of thing. So now we get into a little bit more of the imaginary stuff I really want to get done, but it's not like specific plans. I want to this winter season make a sweater for my stepdaughter. If you don't know, I have a boyfriend who has 2 kids that I live with and I love them so much. Last year I bought yarn to make her a dress for her birthday, I didn't tell her, so she hasn't been disappointed or anything, but I bought yarn last year to make my stepdaughter a dress. I got like halfway through the body part, and then a piece of like, I got like, I think a marker or something in my bag went on it and made like a huge spot on it. So I need to unravel all of that. I have not looked at that project in a year, so I don't know how it's going with it. I don't know how it's looking, because I was so sad when that happened. But I want to pick up that entire project, maybe not make a dress, but I do want to make a sweater for my stepdaughter. And I really want to try out some cables for the first time ever, actually. Try out some cables, and I'm just gonna like put up some inspo pics right here. It looks like I'm holding fire. I'm gonna put up inspo pics right here because I don't have a specific pattern in mind, and I think I am just going to freehand it like completely. But I really want to make like this cute pink, maybe with some hearts on it, sweater for my stepdaughter. That being said, and I have not thought about this project at all, so I'm just gonna throw it out there. This might be a spring thing, but because I make something for my stepdaughter, I'm probably also gonna have to make something for my stepson, even though he doesn't appreciate knits as much as she does. He appreciates looking nice, like looking put together. The 5-year-old appreciate looking put together, like fancy shirt and pretty hair and constantly clean face and everything. Maybe I could knit him something, I just don't know. But I'm definitely gonna focus on making freehanding a cute cable knit, maybe. I have never done cables before, so that's a big maybe, but I do want to. Sweater for my stepdaughter. That's on my plans. Other than that, I just want to do... Oh, that's another one for the gift knitting. Ding, 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 ding. Gift knitting over here, not there. Gift knitting. Ding, 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 ding. But that's kind of selfish gift knitting, because I just want her to look cute. Now to some actual selfish knitting. I want to make mittens. Since I have learned to knit socks, I'm not as scared of like working on like smaller circumferences. So I really want to learn to make some mittens. So preferably I'll get that done in like January, start middle January, so I can actually enjoy them. But I want to make some... What happened? What happened to my hand? What is that little red thing? Is that from my kitty cat who's upstairs taking a nap? I don't know. Anyway, I want to make mittens. I have not thought about whether or not I want them to be plain, whether or not I want something cool on them, whether or not I want them cabled or anything. I have not thought about it. I have looked at a bunch of inspo pics. None of them has been like that. That's it in my mind. A part of me is like, oh, I could freehand that, but I also know that I probably cannot freehand that. I'm still new to knitting. Like, I only got like a year and a half behind me on like knitting practice. But mittens. Mittens? Knit mittens. Mittens. I want to make mittens this year. I'm getting so warm. And I also want to make a beanie. Just a simple black beanie. I want to try and see if I can make like a cat beanie. Not the really viral ones, crochet ones that were at some point, but like a round beanie with sewn on cat ears that I also knit. That maybe I'll crochet it, maybe I'll knit it. I'm not sure. But like a cute beanie. It'll be so cute. So that's some selfish knits over here. I think I could quickly do those two things. I am sometimes a bit overconfident about how long things take me, but I do think I could knit a beanie and some mittens pretty quickly. So let's hope I get that done. Then I also have an idea of maybe making some sailor slippers for myself. This project right here is entirely dependent on whether or not I have money to do so. Because yes, even though drops is not expensive, I have no money. Bam. So whether or not I have money to do so. But I would like to make a pair of sailor slippers for myself. I've already bought the pattern and made a pair for my mother-in-law. That was also in a video, I think in my 24-hour challenge video. Why am I saying it like I don't know? It was literally the last video posted. I want to make some for myself, either in black and gray, maybe in the exact same colorway I made for my mother-in-law, because honestly, I really like those colors. And actually, those colors brings me into the next thing I want to try and see if I can make for myself this winter. I really want to make a very simple, basic ass sweater. I really want to try and see if I can make like a drop shoulder, easy. I think most of us know how to make a drop shoulder. Striped sweater in that exact colorway. A darkish, muted-ish green with a black striped on a sweater for me. It's gonna be pretty easy. I don't think it will take me that long. I don't mind it if it's a little bit thick. I just want a sweater. And I think for that sweater, I would want to use like drops merino extra fine maybe. Mainly because they have like the perfect colors. So I think the colors are literally just called black and moss green. So if I'm making that, it might be in a drops merino. I'm not sure. I haven't bought the yarn. I got no money. Then I have like some general stash busting that I need to do. I have a stash. It's out of control. I have not looked at it properly or used it properly like in a while. I'm gonna make an entire video going through my stash, coming up with ideas of what I could use my stash for, donating what I know is not going to be used like within the next year, making sure that I have stuff in my stash that I can actually use, and also actually using my stash. I have like an entire drawer under my bed filled with yarn. And actually I have filled that drawer up so much that there's an entire another drawer under my bed that I'm starting to fill up with yarn. I don't want that to happen. It's already happening. I don't like that. I would like half a drawer to be filled with yarn. So I really need to go through my yarn, preferably like at the beginning of January, maybe end of December. I don't know, I'll make a video of it. Go through all of my yarn, stash busting, make some plans, because I have some stuff that I think would be really cute made. Like those mittens or the beanie could be really cute with some of the yarn I have in my stash. I could make some balaclavas from stuff I have in my stash. I could make a cardigan probably, a raglan sweater from stuff I have in my stash. Like a crochet cardigan, knit raglan sweater, knit balaclava, knit mittens, and knit beanie. I should be better at saying whether or not the projects I'm thinking about is knit or not. For things I want to do with my scrap yarn and my stash yarn, I just need like a big overhaul, a big look at all of my yarn, write it down, and like place all of the yarn into, I want to use this yarn for this project right here. Just so like I have a better idea of what I have. And depending on, so that's like a probably selfish yarn thing I want to do with my stash. And depending on like how much time I have this winter and when I'm gonna do some Christmas-ish winter celebrations with my friends, I also really badly want to do some more gift knits for my friends. Maybe even, I can't, not for my boyfriend this year, that'll wait for next year, but like for my friends. Maybe some cute amigurumi stuff that I can make dress-up clothes for. Maybe, I don't know. That was like a quick late in the evening ideas that I had. And I don't know if I'll stick to it. But I do think, other than like all of these winter plans that I have just told you guys about, the socks, the socks, the pot holders, the beanies, the sweaters, all of that, I do really want 2026 to be like focused on stash busting. And hey, I don't have money to buy new yarn, so why not actually use up the yarn that I have and make sure that the only yarn I keep around is yarn that I actually like and want to use. Anyway, I'm pretty sure this video is starting to become like way too long. I need to like go meet up with my sister soon. Need to get something to eat. I'll definitely talk to you guys again at the end of this year. I'll do a little roundup of everything I knit this year. Get ready for that. Then we can also, actually, all of the gift knits I mentioned at the beginning of this video, at the end of 2025, roughly the beginning of 2026, I'll make a full on everything I knit in 2025, and we'll see how much of this of these winter things I actually ended up making in order for it to be gifted. Did that make sense? How many of my gift knits that I made within 2025 so I could gift it? I suck at explaining things. You can't tell, but it is smoldering. It's not dead. It's chilling. It's chilling and it's nice and warm. Toasty. Okay, I'm getting way too hot sitting beside this warm ass thing, and I really need to get something to eat. Yup, that's all I had to say. I'll see you in my next video. Let's see whether or not I stick to these winter plans. And I also really want to hear what are like. Can I stop getting notifications on my actual computer? Like, what the fuck? I want to hear, what are your winter plans? What do you think about mine? Are we making some of the same things? Or if you don't have like any winter plans lined up right now, can't really think about it, what's your thoughts on gift knitting? Do you gift knit? Do you gift knit for the right reasons? Or like, are you like me? You can literally not say no when people ask you something of you. Like, my mother is like, can you make me a cardigan? I'm like, yeah, I'll make you a cardigan. Can you make me a sweater? I'll make you a sweater. My niece is like, make me this Sophie scarf. Doesn't take as long as the sweater, but still, make me this Sophie scarf. Ooh, okay. Make me these pot holders. Of course, I love you. And then I end up not having enough time to knit for myself. See, I told you it wasn't dead. Before I start rambling for the next 10-20 minutes, I'll stop this video. The fire is going crazy. And again, I'm still way too hot to continue sitting here. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. YouTube is doing this new thing where you can hype up smaller creators' videos. If, when you like this video, a hype button appears, please click the hype button. It doesn't always appear. But if it does, please click it. Ignore the actual disaster going on behind me. Focus on me, please. Comment, like, subscribe, please. It really helps me out as a smaller creator. It really helps with the algorithm, and I am actually interested in like hearing something from you in the comments. That's the best thing. When the comments, there's like good discussion and community going on. Okay, I'll stop talking now. Bye bye. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye. I'm really sad that we didn't get to see my kitty in this video. Can I steal him? He's all the way upstairs, but he would be so cute in this video. Can I steal him really quick before I stop it? I'll place the microphone down here on the floor. Then I'll try and see if I can steal the kitty. I got the big fat chunky boy right here. He does not like the fire, but he's beautiful. I just want to give you some love and attention. You can't even see him because he's entirely black, but he's beautiful. And I just wanted to end the video with you being able to see this chunky ass big boy. That's a big ass cat right there. I woke him up for a nap. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, pretty boy. Yeah. Can we get the purse? Oh, if you can just purr into the microphone right there. What the fluff? Oh my god. Oh, hello. Have you summoned Satan? Huh, have you? Did you summon the great almighty Satan in my fires? Oh no. Oh no, big Satan. Ooh, you have summoned a big Satan. Can I see the tummy? Give me the big chunkies. Give me the big chunkies.